They're over here. We're still at the home farm, but we planted this field to wheat as just a cover crop because I'll show you later, but we got some real bad erosion that comes off the road up there, and we planted something after the beans to try to help hold the dirt, and it didn't work real well. But we've also got this out here, and it's pretty sure it's a tile blowout. I've filled it in once because I thought it was just a sinkhole, but it come back, so I'm gonna jump down in there with the shovel and see if I find a tile. But I've made a mental note that it's straight in line with that tree over there, so I got a fairly good idea to watch for it. I'd like to figure out what it is because I'm planning on mowing this wheat down before we plant corn for I'm gonna wet bale it and wrap it for feed this winter. So I'm gonna jump down in here and see what I find. Oh, there went my phone. Well, it still works. It's an iPhone 8, so it should be fairly waterproof for a little while. I'm pretty bad about it. I throw it in my sweatshirt pocket and then bend over and it falls out. I have to clean the mud off of it later. But I did find there is a tile down there. Plugged full of leaves. This looks like one side of the tile's cut out. It's not plugged, so it's taking water now. Guess I'll just dig out around it. Go find a short piece of, looks like 6-inch tile and splice into it, and we should be able to throw dirt back on it. It's gonna be an easy enough fix. And then when it dries out, I'll go find some topsoil in the woods or something. Fill in the rest of the hole, because most of our dirt just went down the pipe, down to the creek down there. And then I do have a pretty big tree down right back here. Alright, well, I'll dig this out, and then I'll go see if I can find a piece of tile at the barn, and we'll patch this in. We've got our connectors and our new pieces of tile, so we'll cut the bad chunk out and replace it. He's lucky we found all the stuff we need here and didn't have to run to the guy that does all our tiling work and go get some off of him. We've got our own real old tile plow and tile carts, but we haven't used them in a while. And this is that laying by the tile cart. I'm gonna just take my Leatherman, cut out the bad chunk of pipe, and we'll splice in the new. That's what the bad piece of tile was. Just the top's blown out of it. I gotta clean up where I cut a little bit. Try to get as much mud out of the end of it as I can. Hand me all those couplers. These couplers just snap in the end of it. What?
Do the other one first.
Why is that?
You can't pull it up as far.
Okay. Pull that coupler out. If we had a bigger hole, it'd be a lot easier, but it's too wet to get any equipment out here, and we're just trying to work out of the hole that eroded, basically. You'll have to cut dirt back a little bit more. Well, you can see we got the tile patched in, so we'll throw what little bit of dirt we have in here on it for now until I can get the skid loader and bring some more dirt out here. But I didn't record us doing it because it was, when you're working in a hole this small, it's a lot harder than if you had a long run, so it was probably pretty boring. It wasn't worth recording it, I don't think. But we're gonna call this job good enough. We'll see if it holds the next time it rains. I said we had an erosion problem earlier, and it's eroded so bad it's down to the 4-inch tile there. I'm not sure where that tile goes. I think it might go down, hook into that one we just fixed, but biggest issue is the ditch comes down, and then once it gets to here, it's all sloped downhill to the field, so all the water just takes off out across the field. And we work it shut every spring, but it never fails. It's always back. Last year we tried moldboard plowing it and throwing a bunch of dirt into where it normally ruts, and it didn't rut in the same spot, but it ran right down the dead furrow even after we cultivated it shut. So we're not, this field's only a couple acres, and if you put all that in the waterway, it wouldn't really be worth farming. It'd be a real pain to spray. But that's the worst of the erosion. And then this one down here, which comes out of the culvert under the road, we put a big pile of rocks there and some river wash stone. It's not as bad as it used to be. But here's a drain, which is probably hooks into that 4-inch up there and then takes off out to where we were. But I don't know if maybe putting the stand, getting it worked shut and putting the stand alfalfa would hold it, and then just no-tilling corn into it after we take the alfalfa out. We're not sure what the answer is here.